Hello, I'm Lee, and you may know me from my energy work. You may also know me from my music. Over the last 12 years, I've released music independently, and you may be more familiar with me covered in paint from the Fast video for the Golden World album. So, Golden World was released at the end of 2011, and I moved to America in summer of 2012, and just before I did, I put out an intention that I would meet a great collaborator to make my next album with. I had no idea that it would be a person living in Slovenia. In my mind, I thought it would be America, but just after I moved here, I got taken to Vienna to do a concert and be a speaker at a conference. And there was this guy there, and he was playing percussion and gongs. And so I went up to him afterwards and said, "Oh, how long have you played percussion?" And he said, "I don't play percussion, I'm a musician." And that was about as much as I knew about him. And we chatted and we connected a little bit. That night I was packing up in my hotel room, and I had this really loud voice in my head going, "You can make an album with this man." My logical mind, of course, goes, he lives in Slovenia, I'm about to go back to America, you can make an album with this man. And I get a few of those a year, and they usually bang on. So even though I was nervous to tell him this when he didn't really know me, I went up to him and said, "This is what I'm feeling," and he said, "I just said the same thing to my girlfriend." So it was one of those synergy moments, and so I went back to America, he went back to Slovenia, and 8 months later, when our schedules allowed it, we started making an album remotely. I would send him demos from America, he would bring in musicians to his studio to work on the tracks, and we would collaborate that way. And then I spent 2 months in Slovenia doing all the vocals and mixing. So it's been an awesome project. We started April 2013 and we finished in April 2014. And in that 1 year we created a 15-track album with 40 live musicians, everything from a 9-man voice choir through to opera singers, sitar players, native flutes. It's quite the epic, bold, beautiful record. And we need your help now to launch it. There are so many costs associated with making a record, and we have done this incredibly cheaply thanks to so many favours, but we've probably spent $10,000 on it already of our own money. What we're looking for now is your help to get it out into the world. So we're going to build a website, we're going to make a video for the first single, and we're going to do a short run of CDs to launch, and that's what the $2,000 goal will allow us to make happen. Anything that comes in over 2,000 is fantastic because there are 6 good singles on this record, and it would be great to give them all videos as the months go on. So Devor and I are really grateful for your help with this. We've got some great rewards. Those of you who are in Slovenia, you will know Devor because for 17 years he had a music television show. He was a pop star in his teenage years, and he wrote Slovenia's biggest and most successful musical so far on Emperor Nero. So his arrangements are all over these songs, and I think you'll enjoy it. So if you're able to pledge for an album in advance or any of the rewards that we have listed, that would be fantastic. And the good news for you is because the album is already complete in the form it needs to be, we can get the album to you by the launch date, which is the end of October, beginning of November. So the campaign will end before the end of September, and within a month you'll have the album and any of the rewards in your hands. So thank you so much for supporting us. We can't wait for you to hear the record, and have a great day.